So my name is Yasmine Hussein. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Syria. If I was a prime minister, since I'm a student and I'm studying in Lycée now, I would consider something like making things easier for students. For example, a lot of students in my age, we go to university without actually realizing if that's what we want to do or like if that's what we want to study. So I think it would be really interesting for students, for example, to be familiar with organizations or whatever associations where they can help students to, like, for example, offering little internships or something, you know, in a not just a week or something, but in a longer term where the student actually understands what he's going to be doing after he graduates from university, because it's really important. Okay, a lot of students already know kind of what they want to do, but it's because they were somehow directed to that. It's not really a lot of people that I know that they're doing what they want because they love it, just because they think, for example, it's nice, you know, it's important here in Luxembourg. Of course, that's something to consider, but I think it's also good to consider something you like and to have an idea, basically. Like, personally, I've been through that situation where I applied for architecture, for example. I thought architecture is really nice, it's a good future, you know, but then I was kind of familiar with the process and everything, and I didn't really like how or what I'm going to be doing. That's why I kind of changed my direction. Of course, that I could have been lucky enough to know that, but I think, what if I knew that a bit later? That would be like wasting a lot of effort and time and even money invested in my studies, you know. So I think this kind of association would be really helpful in terms of students and in general. I've heard about Serie, but the only thing I've heard about or I knew about is that they offer you some information about like universities and stuff, but I'm not sure if they, for example, offer internships or stuff. My idea is to really know what you're going to be doing after studies. I do think that theoretically, I think everyone is kind of able to read and understand maybe what it is, but I think practical is kind of putting you under, for example, the pressure or of that specific job or that specific field. You get a clearer idea about it. I know one organization that helps with the jobs, or Adam, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correct. For them, it could be interesting to not just have, for example, people who want to work, but also to have students to like offer this opportunities, you know. Yeah, I mean, why not doing it through them, and then maybe they can like communicate with the schools and then organize something together in a way that students benefit from it, you know, not just maybe just like a job to get money or something. It could be a job that really decides your future, you know, like internships that decide your future, and that's like really it's something to consider.